stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall, weighed in at 100. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
You can hardly hear.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here. And there's the bell to start the round. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he fails to score with that left hook. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Both want a knockout, you can tell.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nobody home with that hook. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get...
They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Sugar Ray Leonard Days. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That jab won't score. Swing and a miss with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Hook misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't miss. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. In the build-up, Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked.
It's all right, ride it out, don't worry.
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Robinson! Was there? He's in trouble! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
No rest for the weary. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional handstand.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to win, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Very close round, 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? Being Robinson stoop. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. And relax. And even relax. Guys, this next round, I just want you to move. Don't take any clean shots. Every time it gets close, time up, go up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Those counter punches happen. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they get into trouble, and that's what he's doing. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How are they still standing?
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
We have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that brain hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Trying to land that jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. These punches coming from every angle. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
He parries that left jab away. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Sugar Ray is down. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt it is.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Swing and a miss with the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They exchange punches. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating. You're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Misses with the jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those caught areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That counter punch caught him clean. They are giving us a high-tempo show. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then pull the pressure on.
Both men step back for just a moment. Can't land that jab. Robinson! Buzzed there. He's in trouble. So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. Fast fighters got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick punch. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. The footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
That hook doesn't score. That hook just can't find the target. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that hook. These two fighters are 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Look at him, work behind the jab, and then get your shots. Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing out. Just keep on top of him. Don't let him back in the fight. Don't let him get that.
And there's rings the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to post around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit it?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer he is. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight with fire. Use brain over blood.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that knuckles of you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Threw the uppercut but did not score. There's a counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. All offense all the time. Just misses with that left uppercut. The winner of this, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
These two were made for each other. With the straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here, because this fighter... The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. That was not a good moment for him, but seems like he's out of the dark place.
Step back, composure.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
All in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson out of Harlem, New York, 72.6 kilos. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the great Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be and there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching every move, that every twitch.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Failing to score with that right hook. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Look at the footwork. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and punch until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. That left hook won't score. It's all offense all the time. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Missing with the hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of...
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
I can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Can you believe this? One punch could change everything in this battle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
It's bombs away. Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Missing with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Can't find a home for that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That left hook misses. Nice counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. The straight right just misses.
Very close.
Robinson, Sugar Ray is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Well, he's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Tried to score with that hook. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked. They ring the bell, and here we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go.
Come to me.
Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Incredible work rate. The perfect counter lands. And that hook misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Breathe and relax. Right. Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe. Focus and stupid. All right, don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. And relax. Breathe and relax.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A lot of effort being exerted here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he scores with the counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
That hook was off target.
Take your time.
Can't find a home with that jab. Can't land the jab there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Right. Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe. Focus and stupid. All right, don't.
And there's the bell to start the round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. These guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Holding nothing back here in the round. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The straight right just misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The right hook misses. Robinson hit hard and he...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you continue?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.